What's good, y'all? It's your boy Untamed. Yeah, boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Say it with me now. Man, what?
Man, what?
What? I know that's your favorite part of the show. I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal.
Yes, sir.
You know it go down every single time we touch this mic.
Yeah.
How you feeling, my bae?
Look, man, it's a good day for Carti
It's a beautiful
fans,
day.
It's a good day for Carti fans, bruh. You know what I'm saying? He dropped that new album last night or this morning. You know, some people stayed up for it. Some people fell asleep and just waited until the morning.
Bro. Carti had me up till about 4 o'clock, bro. I was waiting to hear that shit. Now y'all know if y'all been watching the other episodes of the pod, y'all know I'm just not the biggest Carti fan. But I had to hear this. You feel me? Like just because I don't like something, I still got to listen to it just to make sure I have a educated opinion. You feel me? But yeah, so I guess he throwing little shots at me, man. I stayed up till 4 o'clock. Me, Ak, and Kai was up till 4 o'clock, man. And Carti did not drop the album. He didn't drop it on time, bro. I was disappointed, so I went to sleep. But I knew I would wake up and it would be out.
Look, for anybody who's a Kanye West fan, y'all have been through this before. I'm not saying it to throw shot. I'm saying it because I've been there before. As a Kanye fan, like waiting for this nigga to drop albums, niggas have stayed up all night scouring the internet for the latest release. Did that. So it's just funny to see now the tides are changing. Like people are doing that for Carti now. So
but like I keep on saying, man, I feel like Carti's like an extended version of Kanye in a sense that Kanye basically, you know, gave Carti the torch.
Low key.
So I feel like a lot of the fans that stayed up waiting for Kanye is either the same fans or it's their kids that stayed up waiting for Carti.
Nah, that's real. That's real. I can see that. For
sure. It was a good album though.
But I will say this. Just a little bit about the album. You got Travis Scott on the album.
Yeah.
I think we all expected that because type shit happened last year. Future's on the album.
Yeah.
I think we obviously again they gave Carti that swap for a verse. You got The Weeknd on this album, and then surprisingly we got 3 Kendrick Lamar features on the album.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kendrick Lamar has been working. Like, imagine taking 5 years off and then out of nowhere you're just everywhere. That's the arrogance of Kendrick Lamar. He like, man, I'm gonna go work out for 5 years, and when I feel like dropping, then I'm gonna drop, and I'm gonna be number one. Crazy.
No bullshit.
Crazy.
No bullshit. But those are just a couple of the features on the album. You got some Wheezy as far as the production. He's on there. Metro's on some production.
Metro.
So again, man, you know, Kanye's on some production. Yeah, man, like. It's a 30-song album, so you're gonna be listening for a little minute. The songs are short though; they're not long songs, so it's a 30 song album, but it don't really feel like that. I think the
30-song album is crazy, but you know what I think he did that for? Streams. Because if you think about it, everybody that's a Carti fan is gonna listen from 1 to 30, right? Then they might listen again. Then they're gonna listen to the ones they like. So that's already 30 streams per person.
That's real.
And J. Cole did say something about this.
Mm-hmm.
Not recently, but he said it in the song.
In one of his songs. Yeah. He said, 30, what did he say?
I forgot exactly what he said, but basically he was saying your 30 song album to get
barely did a measly 100,000.
Yeah.
But I don't think this doing 100,000. If you want to get into the numbers talk,
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. My predictions.
Yeah.
I think Carti gonna do 300. I think he gonna do around 300. It might be higher or low, maybe by 10 grand, but I think 300. I think the hype around this album is unparalleled, man. He got the hype of like a Kendrick. He got the hype of like a Kanye as far as like his fan base. So I think that a lot of people are gonna find what they like and they're gonna replay it over and over and over again. Even if you don't necessarily like every single track, I feel like you gonna find a track or two and be like, you know what, I'm gonna play this all day.
You have this album outselling Drake and Party?
I mean, yeah. If I say 300, I guess that mean it is gonna outsell Drake and Party. Do I think it's a better album? No. But do I think it has more hype around it? Yeah. So, you know. But like the greats always say, it ain't always all about the numbers.
Of course. Of course. I have this album doing about as much as Drake and Party. 250, 275 range. I don't know if he breaks 300. It would be a shock if he broke 300, but I think this album does 250, 275. I do think it has some standout hits on it. To me, the song with The Weeknd, Rather Lie, I think that'll do get a lot of like streams, get a lot of radio play, get a lot of like Instagram play. Like people are gonna put that song in their reels. The Kendrick features, of all of them, I think Backdoor is probably the best one. Mojo Jojo is just kind of him rapping with Carti on some like back and forth shit. And then there was another record, I forgot the name of it right now. I think it is called, just give me a second. It's called Good Credit, and that's the one where Kendrick low-key just takes off on that bitch. He went crazy. But yeah, again, I just think this album does 250, 275 because Carti is in that upper echelon of artists nowadays. Like whether you like him or not, I think you can't deny that his stamp on this generation is just as valid as anybody else's. You know what I'm saying? And Carti's also another one of those artists who takes 4 or 5 years off because whole lot of Red came out in December of 2020. You know what I'm saying? So for him to carry that wave from 2020 all the way into 2025 to finally drop an album damn near 5 years later, it just shows you his impact. It shows you the amount of time and effort that's put into presenting Carti as an artist, as opposed to him just randomly dropping. And then like I think Carti really stuck to his guns. He stuck to a strong brand, and it really panned out for him. And every time his fans get an album from him, it feels like a treat. It feels like finally. It's not like oversaturated. So congratulations to Playboy Carti. 250, 275 predictions are insane, especially in this era where nobody's buying albums, nobody's streaming a lot of new music. So
but I feel like on a real note, that's Carti's strong point. His strong point is the streams. His strong point is the internet fan base, and I think that that's where really his music thrives, as far as like his core fans are like internet type of people and people who are on these streaming sites and stuff like that. So I think he does have an advantage there, and that's why I put him, just a bit higher. I feel like since he hasn't dropped in 5 years, that the hype around it is monumental. And like I said, I woke up today and a lot of people are saying it's a good album. So I think that will actually get him a couple of more streams. That'll get him more streams than the usual. Because it's just like that with a lot of projects. If you put out a project and at first everybody's like, but then during the week, a lot of people are gravitating to a certain song. It starts to pick up. It starts to get you that boost in sales, you know? So I think off hype alone, he's going to do what you said.
Yeah, and what I think
275.
And what I think is so dope about Kendrick hopping on this album, to all of you old guys who are like, oh, I ain't listening to no damn Playboi Carti album.
That's me. I'm
but y'all, you know what I'm saying? So look, now you kind of forced to listen to at least 3 songs on that bitch because y'all fuck with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rock with Kendrick, so y'all gonna check out the Kendrick songs. And I just think that is dope that Kendrick was like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on this album. And I think they made that connection by way of Cardo. So if y'all don't know who Cardo Got Wings is, Cardo is a producer. He did a lot of stuff for Kendrick. He did a lot of stuff for Baby Keem. And that's when they really start to lock in and kind of like form that connection. So when Cardo locked in with Playboi Carti, I think that's what kind of probably made that connection with those 2 guys. And man, like I said, they made some dope songs. So I just think it's dope to mesh those worlds of what's considered new age hip hop and then what's considered kind of like more traditional classic hip hop, like quote unquote. So for Kendrick to make that marriage, I think it's dope to see one side of hip hop connect with one side of hip hop and kind of make a thing that, you know, I guess everybody can appreciate. But already there's drama about the album. There's a tweet from Kanye West that I want to read to you, and it says that, hold on, give me 1 second.
You talking about the tweet about him getting on, that he sent to Kai about him getting on the stream?
Nah, it was a tweet. Kanye West says, I don't like Kendrick Lamar's music. I don't think he was needed on the Playboi Carti album.
Well,
it says he raps very good, but I didn't need him on the Carti album.
Honestly, Kanye, shut the fuck up. This is not your moment, bro. Why every time somebody come out with an album, every time somebody do something monumental, you got to try to insert your opinion in there? Now, I know you're a billionaire and all that shit, but shut the fuck up, Kanye. Just shut up. This is not your time, bro. You come out with an album, then it'll be your time. But right now it's Carti's time, and I'm glad you bigging Carti up, but how you gonna throw a nigga down while you building somebody up? I feel like that's some hoe shit. And Kanye always doing some hoe shit. Just shut the fuck up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. And on top of that, I just want to say this. Kanye, if you kind of check your features for the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, some people would take it back to that part with Schoolboy Q. Your features aren't great.
Whoa. I like that song with Schoolboy Q. Come on,
I'm saying some people didn't like that verse. Like, it's questionable.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a questionable verse.
I don't think Schoolboy Q even liked that verse at first. He was like, come on, Kanye fucked me
And
over.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gonna shit on the nigga's feature run, like, first check yours in the recent years. Like, it hasn't been the greatest, so...
That's what I'm saying. Kanye walks around like his shit don't stink. And a lot of times it comes off as, like, cringy almost. Like, because right now I'm cringing at the fact that he said that about Kendrick. Bro, Kendrick is the #1 artist for last year and the start of this year. So for you to publicly say that, but in other
it tracks
news,
though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of the
sense.
same thing with kind of the same thing he did with. Like, he did that during Drake's moment too. Like,
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. That's what Kanye's been doing lately. He's been getting on Twitter and he's just been speaking his mind.
Yeah.
And somehow it finds it to us. It finds us to the news. But at the same time, shut the fuck up, Kanye. Okay, just shut the fuck up sometimes. That's all I got to say to Kanye. I mean, he probably don't give a fuck. He probably like, who are you, bruh? But at the same time, I'm a god too, nigga. I got a god buddy too, man.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm a god buddy too, man. God buddy too, man. What they want to do, man?
Come on, man. Y'all see the shirt, bruh. Y'all see the shirt, man. Y'all see that shit. Come on. That's how I feel, man.
But yeah, I mean, again, I think all this is just is just press for the album. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna make people check it out more. It's gonna make people have a more divisive opinion about it, more a split opinion about it, where it's like, oh no, I really like this or I really hate it, which is perfect for your first week. Like, it's just building the story up. It's just a lot going on. Yeah, like you even started with controversy by saying it's coming out 12 p.m. and then not releasing it until like 5 or 6 in the morning, like when niggas then been up all night waiting for this joint. So just the story behind the whole album already is just gonna feed those numbers, and I think it's good for Carti, man. It's good for Carti, man. Like, you take a 4-year break, and you know some people be like, oh well, you gotta stay on it, you gotta stay on it, you gotta stay on the hustle, constantly release, and they just proven every time like you don't have to do that. You know, like you can take other effective measures to get yourself from one album rollout or one album cycle to the next. You don't have to constantly release music. Like, build up the quality and build up the desire and build up the cachet of your music over these years, so that when you drop another album, it's held in a higher regard than the previous one. So I think that's what Carti's doing, and I think his team is they're moving genius. So shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out Carti, man. Shout out to Carti. Getting into the next topic. Did we talk about the DDG shit?
Nah, we never talked about it. Let's go ahead and get into that.
Okay. DDG was on stream one day, and he just aired his grievances about not being able to see his son. Saying that, you know, he lived 2 hours away from the mother of his children, and that he drove all the way over there just to be told that he couldn't have his son, and then he was told that they were sick, and he was pretty much upset about the fact that he wasn't able to see his son, and his son was sick with his mom. So, you know, they denied him access to it, you know, and the issue wasn't more so with DDG, it was more so with people online having their opinions about it. Obviously DDG put it online, and maybe he didn't expect it to get this big, or maybe he did. I think he did. But I think that's just a part of like co-parenting, bro. Like, if your baby mom don't want you to come over, like, and she's sick with the kid, I think she's gonna flex shit like that in your face, because she knows it's the only thing that really she could get under your skin about. Like, if you don't have no romantic connection to her, like, she's just like, yo, I could do that if I want to. Now, whether she was sick or not, that we don't know, but at the same time, it's like, if she doesn't want you to get the kid that day, the court is more than likely gonna side with her more than they are the dude. Like, that's just historically how it's been. Whether you're black or white, like, the mom typically gets the child, and if she says, yo, I was sick, I didn't want to let my baby go, there's really nothing a nigga could do about that. But taking it to the internet, it kind of doesn't help DDG, in my opinion. I think in the court of public opinion, like, you're gonna get people that be like, oh, like, I'm with DDG, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of dumb, young, inexperienced, no knowledge having ass niggas on the internet that are backing you. But in the court, when you have to actually talk to those people, I don't think that helps you in that manner, because she could argue that, oh, you're putting stress on me and the baby, and we're already sick. You're manipulating public opinion against me, and is weighing on my mental health. I already have postpartum. I think going to the internet with shit like this, it just hurts you in your case more than it helps you.
I'm gonna take a different approach. You know, I've actually been in certain situations like that where,
and that's why I think this is a good conversation for us too.
Yeah, I've been in those situations, cause, you know, being a parent or co-parenting like that, I've had that happen to me before, and I don't like it. Right. I don't like it, and I mean, even though in society now, a lot of the women get to make the choices. I don't think that that's right. I think that even if you're not together, if you decide to have a kid with somebody, then you should work with them as far as when they want to see the kid. I don't like now that women decide what happens with the kid and when they can go out. Like, it's like we're taking away the presence of a father. You know what I'm saying? Especially fathers that want to be in their kids' lives. It's not fair that they don't have the same I'm saying rights, but I know it's another word because I know that we have the equal rights. But as far as like the courts go and stuff like that, the courts mainly side with the woman.
Y'all don't have the same privileges.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I actually commend DDG for being able to speak his truth, because I feel like a lot of men go through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do I think that him getting on the internet is the best form of action? No. But DDG is an online superstar. You know what I'm saying? So he's really just being transparent with the fans. Did it work as far as... I think it did. I think it did what he thought it would do, which is have people have outside forces. Because I feel like the reason that she doesn't want DDG to be as in the son's life as he really wants to is because of the spite, because they're not together, because either one cheated on each other or whatever. What I'm saying is that just the fact that he's always online with women, and I guess he's making like an example as far as like, oh, you know, just because we're not together doesn't mean like I can't get females to be on my stream and stuff like that, which he did battle by saying that this is work, and he separates the two. He separates his son from his work. But I think ultimately, I heard it on Act. I heard Joe Budden talk about it, and I agree. Basically, they're saying like, just the mere fact that he's online flexing. I think it's a lot of people in Chloe's ears saying, "Oh, your baby daddy is doing this," or you know, he's doing that with certain females, and I think that ultimately, it has more to do with the embarrassment, more to do with like the arrogance of DDG in Chloe's eyes and Chloe's friends' eyes that are around her, saying like basically, oh, you shouldn't let him have the kid at this time and this time. You should be more reserved when you give DDG permission to have his son because of this and that and that. Which, like I said, I don't think is right. I don't think that it should only be the woman's decision, whether, even if the kid is sick, because the kid, ultimately, she came out and she said that he's sick, and that's the reason that she didn't want him to come out. But I think that that's a cop-out, because even if the kid is sick, why would he not still be able to go with his dad? Like, you act like his dad can't take care of him while he's sick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and I'm not saying either one is right or wrong, but what I am saying is it's just not fair. It's not fair that the woman gets the final say when we sat down and we had this kid together. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's both of our kids, so we should both be able to work together. And I feel like a lot of women nowadays use the kid against you, just how you said, especially when you have a successful person or somebody who's doing something with themselves, as far as their career goes, right? The only way, or even if you have somebody who can get other females or get other men, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's attractive, it seems to be like, if that person doesn't care about what you do or who you talk to, or, you know, basically it doesn't care about what you're doing in life, the only way that you can really like put that chain on them and be like, no, is the kid. And like I said, man, I'm going to just end by saying I just don't feel it's right. I don't feel that it's right that women get to have the final say with what happened with the kid when, you know, it's a partnership when you have a kid. Women shouldn't be more important than men in the relationship with their children. As far as like being able to pick them up and just, you know, be around them. I don't feel like women should just have the final say. I feel like it should be equal, that everybody in the matter should be equal.
Yeah. I think that's a good segment. Like I feel like we both have total opposite, like not total opposite opinions, but like I think we had a good balance of opinions on both of those things.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that if you do decide to have a kid with a female and this like happens to you, I feel like your opinion would be a little bit more swayed towards like
I agree.
Equality.
I agree.
But you know.
Well, no, I still think I'm still not like on the side of DDG should just bend to everything she says. I'm saying the way it looks when you try to fight for your kid in a public court, the way it looks, and I think the way it's gonna go, it makes you look a little bit. Because if she's not saying anything, and then it looks like you're having a meltdown on the internet, then that kind of works against you.
I think it's for good reason though. I think if anything that you should melt down for should be your kids.
100%. But shout out to DDG. Prayers to DDG. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all can figure that out, because you never want to see somebody on the internet airing those type of grievances, because he feels deeply for his kid. Like we've kind of seen in the news that DDG is somebody who is very adamant in talking about how he's a father and how it changed him and how it helped him. So seeing this, it is really disappointing. But I think when there's so many people in between y'all, because they're both famous, I think it's hard to get your opinion off or trying to get to your person, because there's so much more other influential people in her ears saying, oh, you should do this, or oh, you let him do this, like you said. Like, so it's kind of like you're not even talking to your girl at that point no more, or the mother of your children anymore. You're talking to her team. And I feel like that could be very like fucking frustrating, especially when you're just trying to get your kid, like you understand that he's sick and you want to be there. So it's just like, I feel for him, man.
I agree. I feel for him. I feel for both sides. I definitely understand from both perspectives. But prayers for DDG, prayers for Chloe, man. I hope that y'all could come to a great way to show your kid that just because you're not together, you could still have good parents.
No, for sure. LeBron and Stephen A, man. LeBron and Stephen A. So, Stephen A, this past season, since Bronny's been in the league, in the G League, he has been covering Bronny's game, which sometimes isn't the best, sometimes is good, sometimes we don't know what to say. But in every one of those times, he has been criticizing LeBron James as a father, as a man. So LeBron took it upon himself at the end of, I believe, the Knicks game. He walked up to Stephen A and he checked him for it. He said, yo, like, he basically is saying, yo, you could critique the game, you could critique Bronny's game, you could critique my game, that's cool, but you're talking about me as a father, then you're talking about me who I am as a man. And I think that goes deeper than just a basketball analysis. So, it's been a whole bunch of beef between Stephen A and LeBron going on this past week. Not beef, but like back and forth. Stephen A goes on Gil's Arena. He goes on First Take. He's been doing this whole press run of like, LeBron hates me. I wanted to know what you think about it.
Honestly, what happened at the game was crazy. LeBron basically told him, like, the little gripe that we have, just keep it between me and you, leave Bronny out of it. My honest opinion, I've been saying this since Bronny got in the league. You know what I'm saying? He was the 55th pick of the draft, so I personally don't expect the world out of Bronny. But I do think that Stephen A has a major platform. and he is the face of a nationally syndicated show. So I feel like him going in on Bronny as hard as he does, which it is warranted. It is warranted because sometimes Bronny plays trash, and I feel like right now, where Bronny is in the G League is where he belonged all along. Mm-hmm. He belongs playing with, like, professional players. I feel like he needs to get into that mode as far as being able to express himself, in a professional setting. But him playing on the Lakers floor is garbage. It's garbage. The real Lakers floor is garbage. Every time he comes out is garbage. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't produce like he did. Now, I do side with Stephen A. in the fact that Stephen A. is basically just quoting LeBron. Before Bronny got into the league, LeBron said that his son is better than half the players in the NBA. Yeah. And that he could play for the Lakers right now and produce. I just don't see that coming to fruition as quickly as LeBron thought it would. I'm not saying that Bronny is a bum, because the other day Bronny scored over 30 points and he had, certain amount.
He didn't have like 3 or 4 25 plus point games. Like he been he been getting better.
And I agree with that. But you got to think though, Bronny's playing in the G League. Of course he's going to score 30 points because what? That's where he belongs, bro. I feel like comparing the NBA starters to the G League, I feel like there's a big gap in level.
But that's the point of the argument is that Stephen A. isn't critiquing Bronny as a basketball player. I think we can all agree that Bronny's level isn't the NBA. Like, I think it's more so the critiquing him as a man and as a father.
And I think that those certain critiques, especially coming from Stephen A., come from a long standing of LeBron not really messing with Stephen A. LeBron not really talking or just being cool, because LeBron is cool with certain people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if you don't fall in that group, I'm not gonna say LeBron is gonna slight you, but he's just not gonna pay attention. And I feel like
he's not gonna give you the attention you want.
Yeah, but like I said, Stephen A. is on a nationally syndicated show, so a lot of people hear him, and a lot of times Stephen A. is the loudest guy in the room. So I feel like his opinions are being forced to LeBron. LeBron can choose what he listens to and choose what he hears, but I think that he's hearing it too much. And in LeBron's defense, I feel like he's justified, because when you're coming at somebody as a father, because it becomes deeper than basketball. It's like now you're throwing shots at my character, and I don't necessarily agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to coach my son. I did what I said I was going to do. I got my son into the NBA. I got to play with my son. So I feel like in LeBron's eyes, that's good enough for him. Bronny doesn't need to be a super duper duper star like he is. And then another thing, I feel like a lot of people are trying to compare Bronny to LeBron when in all reality, like, LeBron is a top tier talent. LeBron is, if not in the top fucking 2, he's in the top 3. Some people are going to argue Kobe. Some people are going to argue Michael. But I don't think that in the grand scheme of things that there are too many players.
I think whoever you pick as your number one is just gonna range from those 3 most of the time. So just being in that talk at the age of 40 is just insane. So
and I just feel like Stephen A. comparing. I think Stephen A. has watched LeBron and has fanned out over LeBron as far as like the things that he's done in the NBA. To a certain factor that when he sees Bronny out there, he's almost comparing him to, like, well, your dad was this and your dad did that. So when I watch Bronny, I'm like, he's not really that. But I don't think that we can hold Bronny to the same standards as LeBron, bro. He was the 55th pick. Now, he is trash when he gets on that Lakers floor, but I feel like with maybe a year or two of development, that he would be able to get on the Lakers floor and be able to produce at least a moderate amount of stats. You know what I'm saying? But he has been playing trash, bro. He's been playing trash as far as like the official Lakers games. Maybe when he's with the South Bay Lakers, he's doing what he's supposed to do. And like I said, at this point, I just think that that's where Bronny belongs. Bronny belongs with those talent of players so that he can shine. And I think once he shines enough, then he comes out. It's just like any other player. Like you could be put in the G League and you have to prove yourself. You have to prove that you can get on the floor. And I don't think that that's what Bronny did to start. I think he's doing it now, but to start, I think the hype was more around LeBron playing with his son as opposed to LeBron playing with his great basketball son. You know what I'm saying? So
it was more so just the act of him playing with his kid more than it was him playing with his kid who's also a superstar.
Yeah, and Bronny did basically come back at Stephen A. and say like it's always the guys who never played, and he did post Stephen A.'s stats in high school, which was garbage.
But I mean, but even that, I feel
he's
like
a professional athlete at the end of the day. So I feel like he's not above criticism. And if Stephen A. wants to get up there and he wants to criticize him because he's playing on a professional basketball team, so at that point, I feel like he's not above scrutiny. No,
I don't think anybody's above scrutiny. I think even LeBron said this. He said it in the post game, like the way the people that address our cover our game today, they address it with such a finality. So they're like, "Oh, Bronny's horrible. He's never gonna be anything" type shit, as opposed to being like, "Oh, this is where I see Bronny has a weakness in his game, and maybe he can improve here." I think another thing that just makes Bron a lot more just layered as a father is, Bronny almost passed away, when he went into cardiac arrest. So for him to be even in the G League and putting up these type of numbers after the year he had at USC, where he could have lost his life, I think that just makes Bron a lot more sensitive about how people critique his son. So at the end of the day, like, he's doing what every father would do. They would stand up for their son. But at the end of on the other end of that, Bronny is a professional athlete, and again, if you're playing on a professional team, people are gonna critique you. I just think when Stephen A. starts to address who he is as a father, it's like, hey, my nigga, you don't know me like that. You don't know what I go through. You don't know what it took for him to even get here. So back the fuck off real quick, because if I was to get on you, people will call me, oh, Bron did too much, or he was too harsh with Stephen A., or he did it. Like, they would have sympathy for Stephen A., the same type of sympathy that they don't have for Bron. They'll just be like, he's fucking LeBron, or he's a professional athlete. And it's like, come on, bro, like, chill out. Bron is still actively playing. This is not a retired father who's watching his son play from the sidelines. This is also a player. So
a great one, as a matter of fact.
And for real. So, and Bron's out for injury right now, so hopefully Bron comes back to speedy recovery, because before he left, man, the Lakers was looking good. It was looking good, man. Luka out there.
I feel along with that, I feel like the addition of Luka really mediates like the spotlight a bit. You know what I'm saying? Now we have somebody, because I feel like at the time when Bronny got on the floor, it was like, who's gonna be the next star? I think like a lot of people that are LA fans were looking to see, oh shit, maybe we have a superstar now. We got Bron and his son. Like, that was the leading story. And I think with Luka on the floor, that it really like mitigates a lot of that shit. And it's like, okay, now we got two superstars now again. Now we can just get off of the Bronny thing. Like, if Bronny comes back, cool, but we got Luka. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mavs fans, I know y'all niggas are sick right now, bro.
Oh my God. AD
I know
out
y'all
and
are sick.
Kai out. Oh shit. And Kai out for the rest of the season.
Kai out for the rest of the season.
I think
and
it's over
y'all
for the
lost
Mavs.
Luka. It's over for the Mavs.
I think it's
right
over
now.
for the Mavs. And I think Luka did get the best end of that deal. As far as because not only is he on the Lakers, but LeBron is out, so now he gets to really mesh with the team and really become like. I mean, Luka's great in itself, but now
Right.
I feel like he really gets to build chemistry with the team. I know him and LeBron are automatically, because LeBron is like a floor general. He's automatically gonna acquiesce and help Luka. But I feel like with LeBron out, Luka gets to really be the star of the team and really be like the captain of the ship at this point. And I feel like that's gonna benefit later on in the season once playoffs come through. I feel like this time away from LeBron, the team is really gonna learn to trust Luka in dire moments. And then when LeBron comes back, it only makes it better. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
I like the Lakers. I like how they look right now. And I feel like they got a chance to at least make it to the semifinals. You know what I mean? The Western
For real.
Conference Finals. So I'm hoping to see that. I'm hoping to see that. And if Bronny does make an appearance in the playoffs, I think that'll be monumental too, bro.
That's
for him
real.
to just
That's real. That's real.
I think that'll be monumental. I think by the playoff times, Bronny should be ready to get into the game for a little bit.
And don't let him go. Don't let him go crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for Bronny to go crazy. You know, and I feel like he's getting the proper just due by being in the G League, but still being available to get on the floor for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like a lot of other players in that position would ever get that chance.
I agree.
So we're watching history, man. We're watching history.
We definitely are. We definitely are. I guess we could kind of like go into just some more like some off this sports shit, off music. This is more so just like some social media shit. Did you see the tweet that went viral of the girl saying she asked the guy she was talking to for money for lunch, and he sent her $30, and she sent it back and said, just keep your $30, and she said that's like broke boy behavior. What do you think about that?
Honestly, man, fuck that bitch. I'm so tired of this culture of women thinking like that $30 isn't enough to eat lunch. Bitch, where the fuck you trying to eat at? Especially if it's just you. You could go eat at a lot of decent places for $30. And for her to send it back and just be so ungrateful, who the fuck raised you? Who raised you? How much money do you have if that's the case? Do you have your own money? Right? Because how much are you spending on your lunch? And this is what I see. A lot of these females, bruh, try to hold men to a certain financial status. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to lie. Like, in 2025, 2024, a lot of men are being able to produce and provide. A lot of men and a lot of just younger guys are able to get on social media and make money, and there's a lot of more opportunities, right? So I will say that a lot more men have a decent amount of throwaway income, but just the fucking ungratefulness. I'm so tired of this shit. Like, why are these city girls and these hookers and these bitches that do OnlyFans so arrogant? Like, in what world does $30 not buy you a decent lunch? This isn't dinner. We're not going to a 5-star restaurant. And that's what I'm saying. Bullshit. A lot of these females don't deserve that. You don't deserve to go to a 5-star restaurant. You don't deserve for a man that you barely met to send you $150 for you to eat. What it is that they want extra. They want to be able to eat and go get them some shoes. Eat and get the Uber and get, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that it's right. And I think it went viral for that reason right there. I don't think too many people agree with her and agree that you know what I'm saying? Just the fucking ungratefulness that a lot of these women have nowadays is just sickening to me. It's sickening, and I wouldn't want no female like that. If I send my female $30 and she can't get her a good lunch, then I don't want her, bruh. I can't afford you. I can't afford you if $30. Cause look, bruh, if a female send me $30, I'm gonna eat great. I'm gonna go get me a little oxtail plate. I'm gonna go get me some curry goat, curry chicken. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna eat nice. Yeah, like a lot of these female, bruh, don't let me hit the dollar taco stand and buy 30 tacos. Like, bruh, there's so much that you could do with that $30. As far as a lunch, like I said, we're not talking about dinner. This is lunch.
Yeah, you just picking that shit up.
Yeah, you don't need to eat you $100 lunch. Who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? No, seriously, like I'm dead serious, bro. Who the fuck do a lot of these women think they are? I think that y'all think that y'all are better than y'all are. And the thing about it is, you say $30 isn't enough, but when I click the link in your profile, your OnlyFans is $3.99 for 31 days. So what are we really talking about, bruh? Your OnlyFans isn't even $30. I can see everything. I can see you butt ass naked for $3.99, and you telling me that $30 won't buy you lunch? Fuck you, and fuck that bitch, bro. Fuck any woman that thinks like that. You should just be grateful. If you got your own bag, that's fucking fantastic. So why the fuck is you even asking a nigga for money to eat? You know what I'm saying? Why are you even asking for anything to eat if you already got your own bag? Bitch, go eat by yourself. You could have just took that 30 and added it to your pot. You didn't even have to tell them, like, I got my own money. I'm going to spend this on this and this on that. I don't eat that type of shit. Okay. But why you got to be nasty about it?
My only point is $30 could get you lunch from damn near anywhere, my nigga.
Yeah, anywhere.
Like, where you want to go.
Bitch, you want to go to Chipotle?
You could go to Kava. You could go to Chipotle for under 30. You could go to get pizza for under 30. You could get Chinese food for under 30. You could get a sandwich and some chips for under 30.
Come on,
you
bro.
could get a salad for. You could go to fucking, what's it called? What's the salad spot called? Salada. And get under 30. Yeah. Come on, bro. Like, I just feel like y'all be doing a lot.
Just ridiculous, bro. And again, we're talking about lunch. This is something quick. This is when you're on break at work, you just run somewhere to go pick something up real quick. You can't pick nothing up with $30.
And y'all lunches only
eat a 5-star meal.
And y'all lunches be 30 minutes. You better go get something quick. Like, go to Chick-fil-A. Go to Chick-fil-A. Get that Chick-fil-A salad. You know what I'm saying?
Coming from a bitch that sits at home and takes pictures of her feet and takes videos of her doing the ungodly things, for $30 to not be enough for you to get lunch is just I think that we're coming to a time where women are just fucking being ridiculous. They're being fucking delusional. Every man is not a fucking social media influencer. Every man is not just rich. And if you can't make do with what's available, then go out and get it your fucking self. Don't ask for a man to buy you shit. You buy it. How about you send him $30 for him to eat? Oh, okay. Now we getting into something crazy, right? Cause a woman shouldn't have to provide for a man and blah, blah, blah. Man, shut the fuck up. A lot of y'all women is getting money off of a lot of things. And I feel like you trying to degrade men. Bro, at least there was effort there. At least there was effort, but I guess to a lot of these women, $30 is no type of effort. And again, bro, we're talking about lunch. We're not talking about dinner. We're not talking about, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about lunch, bro. You shouldn't need $100 lunch.
I'm gonna keep it 100. If that 30 piece don't do it for you, hell yeah, send me my 30 back. Shout out to Shorty for sending that 30 back. Appreciate you,
baby.
Word. Give my 30 back.
You too expensive. And I'm not afraid to say that shit, bitch. I can't afford you. You want to eat a $100 lunch? Not on my dime, bitch. I barely even know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that's another thing. Like, women feel like on the first couple of dates that men should just come out of pocket. Men should just spend and impress. And I'm not saying that chivalry is dead, but what I am saying is that the appreciation for chivalry is dead. They think that,
you in the bag now. Nah, that boy in that bag now.
Bruh, a lot of women
you talking
believe
now.
like they deserve this and deserve that on the first couple meetups, which, baby, I don't even know you.
Never.
We haven't even had a decent conversation yet.
I would never.
I don't even know what you're thinking. I don't even know what your intentions are, and you want me to just straight come out and buy you the fucking. You want me to take you to a 5-star restaurant?
Yeah, nigga.
Certain women deserve certain things, and I feel like a lot of y'all aren't deserving of what y'all require. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You call me a broke boy or whatever, man. Baby, I can't afford you, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't give a fuck.
Nah,
because you could just find something. You could find a chick a little bit more your speed. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm saying.
It's millions and millions.
And the real question is, if a nigga needed that 30, would you send that? Would you send that if a nigga needed that 30? Like,
that's what
for
I'm
real,
saying.
for real.
Would you call him broke if he needed the 30? Would you send him? Would you send him 100 if he asked for 30?
They definitely gonna call you broke if you need the 30. Real shit. They gonna call you broke if you need the 30, nigga.
Whatever, bro. That's why I do. I say it for you. I can't afford you, baby. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't even got to go back and forth. Have a nice day.
Oh God, thanks for my appreciate my 30 bag, bitch.
Yeah.
Nah, but
exactly.
I think that's enough for today, man. That's enough, man. What for these niggas today, man?
All right, man. So you just finished watching another episode of the Man What podcast. You already know who the fuck you here with, man.
What?
Check the shirt. Untamed. Yeah, boy. I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal. It goes down every single time we touch this mic, man. Shout out all of our new followers, everybody that's fucking with us on TikTok, Instagram, all the social medias. Everything is going up. We get new followers every single day, and we love y'all, man. Shout out Gam Gam. This is her favorite podcast. She makes sure she watches every single episode and comments on everyone. If you made it this far, make sure you click to the left or the right. We just got a couple of more videos for you to watch just in case you need some entertainment. It's going down, man. Any closing words you want to say, man?
Yeah. Lock in, fuck nigga.
Lock in.
Lock in, fuck nigga.
On God, y'all lock in, y'all stay tuned in. We got plenty more episodes for y'all coming. I thank y'all for watching, man. Glad you made it to the end. We out. Till next time.
Hey, before I leave, man, Krispy Kreme, y'all know y'all need to stop. Why y'all just make a show? Why y'all just make a shake called Dookie?
Hey,
Stop
I
it.
bet you that motherfucker good though.
Stop it. Stop that shit, nigga. That motherfucker called a Dookie.
Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all comment down below how y'all feeling about this episode, man. And y'all stay tuned. We got more content coming real soon. Love y'all, man. We out. Peace.